You know, there's an age-old saying, there's no honor amongst thieves. Well, these two individuals that you see in the picture are definitely the epitome of that phrase because of what they tried to do. And I'm going to be quite honest with y'all. If I was the victim of this situation, they would probably have to get a beat down before they get locked up. I'm just saying. So in this picture, you see Carly Nunez and Joseph Redham, and these two work as clerks out of Massachusetts. And the reason why they're in the news is because they tried to, or at least he tried to, cash a $3 million lottery ticket that was purchased by somebody else, but thankfully surveillance caught them and was able to expose what they were doing, and they were not successful. So I'm going to go ahead now and read this article coming from The Sun that was posted May 13th, 2023. While working as a cashier at a liquor store in Lakeville, Massachusetts, Carly Nunez, age 23, allegedly held onto a customer's lottery ticket back in January. District Attorney Timothy Cruz said the man who bought the tickets accidentally left them in the store, leaving them in the lottery terminal tray. Security footage inside the store captured the moment another customer let Nunez know about the tickets, which she took and put behind the counter. The man who bought the ticket tried to look for it to confirm the purchase, said Cruz. However, he gave up when he couldn't find it. Later that night, the numbers on one of the man's Mass Millions tickets were chosen for the $3 million jackpot. A few days later, Nunez and her boyfriend Joseph Redham, age 32, who also works at the liquor store, reportedly tried to cash the ticket at the Massachusetts State Lottery headquarters. Lottery employees confirmed the ticket, said Cruz, but they became skeptical after Nunez was overheard arguing with Redham over his share of the money. Nunez allegedly told Redham that she would only pay him $200,000 from the jackpot, the investigation found. The ticket was also torn and burned, which Nunez said happened by accident when she tried to remove it from her wallet and mistakenly placed it on a pipe. Do these sound like two of the world's dumbest fools right here? I guess they kind of work well together when you think about it in hindsight. During an investigation, Nunez claimed she bought the ticket near the end of her shift on the day it was sold. However, investigators saw the surveillance footage of the customer buying the ticket, and Nunez changed her story, saying she had inadvertently obtained the winning ticket. Nunez has been charged with larceny from a building, attempted larceny, presentation of a false claim, and witness intimidation. Redham was charged with attempted extortion. The man who actually bought the winning ticket was tracked down by detectives nearly a month later. According to Cruz, the man didn't know millions of dollars had been potentially stolen from him. His ticket will be honored by the Massachusetts State Lottery Commission, said Cruz. Well, that's good. So there you go right there. Like, see what happens when you try to steal stuff from people and it comes right back onto you. They probably really thought they was going to get away with it. You want to know what the crazy part about this story is? It's not unique. These type of stories happen all the time where people will go out and they will try to steal money from other people. And when it comes to this lottery, because you know that's greed, that's a lot of money right there. Like, this guy actually thought that he probably had just imagine shot this surprise of getting those numbers. Now here's the thing, if he did what is called a quick pick, in which you let the machine pick it for you, he would not have known he would have won. Now these were numbers that he plays all the time and he writes them down and he knows them by memory. Then he would have been like, oh, that's the one I won because those are the numbers that I chose. Those are the numbers I always play. Imagine this guy went an entire month not even knowing he was a millionaire, only because these two fools was trying to take his money. But you see what greed will do to you, what greed will do to somebody. There you go right here. But I'm glad that they honored his winnings and that he was able to still retrieve that as a winning ticket and he was able to collect his money. It's crazy. This happened back in January and they're just now reporting on this story in May. I don't know why they're just now reporting on it. I feel like this is one of those stories that could have been talked about, but I guess they maybe this was the wrapping up of their investigation. So that's probably why they're just now reporting on it. But either way, if y'all out there playing the lottery, just make sure that y'all are getting your tickets and not dealing with no shady people. I know people who usually play their numbers. They go to people that they trust, who they know by name, they know by face, where they go and play their lottery numbers or get their scratch tickets or whatever the case may be. Because people who work in some of these places that play those numbers, if they see that something is a win, they are going to try to keep it for themselves. And I don't know why, because usually whenever there's a big jackpot winning like that, from what I've seen in the past, is that they will get highlighted in the news, and the store that sold the ticket will get some kind of benefit from it, like some kind of financial benefit from that winning happening. Like if you go back and look and see how these people win these big giant jackpots like Mega Millions and Powerballs and stuff like that, the store gets highlighted and they get some kind of financial backing from that winning. So for them to do that, that was pointless. But hey, I guess it is what it is. I hope they got fired from the store that they were working at, and hopefully they don't get a chance and opportunity to work in a setting like that ever again. Better yet, if it was up to me, they wouldn't work another job that had to deal, with money or dealing with people's money. If I really wanted to go there, they wouldn't work again, period.